Strange brew is what we're used to.
Today we are going to make miniature tombstones using recycled cardboard, tissue paper, school glue, black and white acrylic paint, paint brushes, one to cover large areas and another with a fine tip, a hot glue gun with plenty of glue sticks, and we can use Halloween decorations from the dollar store. I found this ceramic angel. I'm thinking we can do something with that. Maybe a little Doctor Who weeping angel action. Let's start with something simple and draw a basic tombstone shape on a piece of cardboard. Use a ruler to straighten out any lines, then carefully cut it out. Place it onto more cardboard, trace around it, cut it out. Repeat to make 3 to 4. Stack and glue them together. I'm using a generous amount of hot glue on the back of my cardboard, then putting 2 of them together, press and hold firmly so we get some really good contact there. Then repeat for all the others. So that's about how thick our tombstone is going to be. If you would like it thicker, just add more cardboard. Place it on some leftover cardboard. Take it right to the edge. Then let's draw a small rectangle going around it. Cut it out. Then trace around it to get 2. Then stack and glue them together. Then glue it onto the bottom. We might have to hold that for a few seconds while it dries. Okay, it's standing up, but we definitely need a wider base. So place it on some more cardboard, trace around it, cut it out, cut about 3 or so, then stack and glue them together using hot glue. The glue also adds a lot of strength to the cardboard. Glue the tombstone in the center. Wait a few seconds to allow it to dry. Take school glue and tissue paper. Apply glue to the cardboard. Use a paintbrush to spread it out. Tear small pieces of tissue paper. Place it onto the glue. Then use a brush to brush it down. Look at all of those really nice wrinkles in there. That's going to give us some great texture. Take the paper over the sides, applying more glue and paper as needed to cover all of the cardboard. You want to make sure you get those raw edges really good. I'm not being super neat with this because I want the texture. All those little wrinkles are just going to add to the detail. Once everything is covered, including the back, allow it to dry. While waiting, we made a few more designs, and this time we used cut pieces of cardboard to add detail. To do this, we cut 2 of the same shape, take one and draw a line on the inside, cut it out, and since I'm going to glue this onto the other one, I can just cut right through one of the sides to make it a little easier to cut out the inside. This made a little frame, and we're going to glue it right on to the other piece of cardboard. Then we can stack more layers behind it, make a base, and cover with tissue paper just like before. But we're going to do something a little different with this one. I make 4, glue them together to make a box. Trace around it on scraps of cardboard, cut it out, repeat to make 5, glue 2 together, then glue the other 3 together. Glue the stack of 3 onto the bottom of the box. Glue the stack of 2 on top. Take the cutouts, stack and glue them together. Glue it on top, right in the middle. Take the little angel statue from the dollar store. Glue it on top. Add school glue and begin covering with the tissue paper. I'm going to add a little glue right onto the statue and add a little paper mache there as well, just so it all looks nice and cohesive. I am only adding the paper to her dress, and I'm adding some really nice wrinkles down at the bottom, so the dress just kind of flows onto the box. I am being really gentle with the glue and paper here because we don't want them to become flat right onto the statue. I want that nice lift so that it looks like it's flowing. This is totally giving me some Weeping Angels vibe from Doctor Who, which is like the scariest thing I've ever seen. I watched an episode with the Weeping Angels when I was trying to get through all of the Doctor Who series, and I had to stop. Like, I was done for like a couple of months. I couldn't handle it. I added a little bit of paper to the face because the face was completely blank. So now I'm just using the tissue paper to form a little bit of a nose. At least I hope it looks kind of like a nose. That might have just made it super creepy. Now we just have to wait for that to dry. Let's check on our other ones. This one's good to go. We can start painting this as is, or we can go a step further. Take one of the plastic rings. I'm using one of the skulls. I'm gonna trim it. So we just have the face, then glue it onto the tombstone. I used hot glue, and now I'm just holding it until it dries. Mix white and black paint to make gray. Begin painting the tombstone with a nice even coat. I'm painting right over the skull so it blends in and looks like it's a part of the actual structure. Paint all of the tombstones. Some things may require more than one coat. Make sure you let it dry between coats. Add more white paint to the leftover gray. Mix it. Twirl the brush on the side so there's just a little bit of paint left over. And very lightly brush across the tombstones. This will make all of that texture pop out.
And you got no clue what I'm supposed to do.
Make the paint darker and go back and add a little shadow right into all of those little corners. Use a little black paint to write on the tombstone. I'm just going with a very simple little rest in peace. To make a miniature tombstone, get creative with your writing with phrases like "let me out" or "I'll be back." This is a fun Halloween project using recycled cardboard, and it allows you to make some decorations just in case you didn't get to the store in time and they're already transitioning for the holidays. Use them for a centerpiece or in your favorite diorama. Thank you for joining us while we made miniature tombstones. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and the Frog Vlog. And you're done. Happy crafting!
I'm complete.